And welcome to another episode of West Ham is Why We Drink. I'm your host, Wayne McMullen, and I'm joined with the venerable, screaming, crybaby host.
You notice how I purposefully did not sing?
I know, I was waiting for you to sing something.
Not a chance.
That was so much fun getting you last week on that.
Oh my God, I rarely get embarrassed, but I literally went red listening to that back.
I wish I could have videoed it.
Oh God, well, I'm glad you didn't. But yeah, I'm here, and then we're joined here with James.
No, we're not.
Oh wait, no, we're not. Oh my God, you know why he's not here, Wayne? It's because every week I say stay positive, love your life. You say stay positive, love my wife. He did, so you fired him.
I didn't fire him. I did not fire him.
The real reason he's not here is because we were supposed to have a mass debate and he knew that I was going to destroy him. So, he didn't show up.
You know, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Sorry, James. Yeah. I love you like a brother, but my brother Adam, I think, is correct on this one. True. I think you were so afraid that you were going to get beaten on the mass debate.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to know that one of us will leave Universal Studios, not line up to go on the new Harry Potter ride, to come back to a hotel to record a podcast where another host can't even be bothered to get out of bed. Just saying. Hashtag just saying.
I mean, and we spent all this time trying to fix the audio for this. We were going to record on something else, and it wasn't working for us, was it?
No, to be honest, it's a good job that he didn't. I mean, it's taken us 50 minutes to start the show.
Well, that's generally what it takes, isn't it? Like about 50 or 60 minutes.
My mate Dave is here thinking, wow, this is a great holiday. Sorry, or vacation.
Vacation. So, but we can get it started now, can't we?
Sure can.
Did you watch the match down in Orlando yesterday?
I mean, does the Pope poo in the woods? Of course I watched the match.
Where did you watch it?
I watched it at NBC Sports Grill. There were a couple of other hammers there.
Oh, good.
I said hello to him. But a St. Louis lad called Ben Hughes. He was going to come, but, his missus apparently wouldn't let him stay and watch the game. So.
Oh, I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah, it would have been fun it would have been the first, podcast, someone who listens to the podcast, crossover type thing.
You watched the match. I watched the match.
Let's just say I am so happy we didn't record this after the game because
it would have been depressing. I
was in a bad mood for the rest of the day about everything.
You know what? I was too.
And I'm now undecided on VAR and many other life choices.
You said you decided on VAR because let's just remind everyone, you were totally in favour of it before and I didn't like it.
I mean, I am in favour of it, but that was like, I don't know.
Stupid, wasn't it? It's millimetres. It's like saying if a person's got hair on their legs, they're onside as opposed to offsides.
All I can say is that from what I saw on the screen with them drawing the lines, that didn't look that conclusive to me. Maybe if I'd have seen it from a better angle or closer up, maybe I'd have been like, all right. And I want it to be fair, but in the same time, earlier on in the game, Yarmolenko was wrongly flagged offside, less marginally for that, down the flank.
Yep.
And that because the lino raised his flag, who knows what came from that? We didn't get a chance on goal.
They have to make a ruling on it that if it's that close, that the linesman himself makes the decision.
Well, it comes to a point where is there even a point in having a linesman? Because
seriously, right?
All that means now is that a linesman can negatively impact a team, but can't positively impact a team.
That's why they should allow him to turn it over. Leave the final decision to a human being, not some human being that's up in a booth somewhere measuring lines with millimeters.
I mean, I get it. I want it to be fair, but I just go to that Yarmolenko thing at the beginning, in the first half.
Yeah.
Let's say the lino hadn't put his flag up, Yarmolenko would have crossed that ball in and would have scored a goal.
Yeah. Yarmolenko had a good game. I mean, I thought he played really well. I was shocked that Pellegrini pulled him off.
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
Some of his substitutions, I
don't know.
I would have rather seen Snoddy come in that second half than Fornals, to be honest. I think Snoddy would have been the sort of player that could have butchered him about a little bit round there.
But then I think that Fornals is more of a central player, so I just assumed in taking Yarmolenko off, they were trying to like focus the attack more centrally.
Did he touch the ball?
I don't know. I mean,
when you bring a person in that time, you want a person that's going to come in and be an impact. That's the type of player they need to be, right? Like a Snodgrass.
But the reality
like a Mark
is,
Noble.
We had, in my opinion, we should have won that game. We had more opportunities. We missed some glorious opportunities. I mean, if only that volley on the 6-yard line hadn't fallen to Ogbonna, of all people.
We had some glorious opportunities that, quite frankly, the goalie from Crystal Palace saved them. And I don't think he even knew himself how he saved them.
I mean, these games happen. And here is my conspiracy theory right now.
Okay.
It's probably controversial, but I've decided I'm done with Bubbles. It's a stupid song, and we curse ourselves with it. The song literally says, nearly reached the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I mean, the song that we start every game with basically says we nearly do well and then we never do. And surprise, surprise, that's literally the story of West Ham.
I tell you what, if you were here right now and had the length of rope, I'd hang you from the fan. I think that's baloney.
Well, you know what?
I think you're speaking out of emotion right now because we're upset that we lost. It's a beautiful song, brings back so many memories, and I think we're the only team that really has a song where all of the fans sing it.
No, Liverpool fans sing "We'll Never Walk Alone,"
but that's all they sing, and it's part of a repertoire of songs that we sing. We're going to disagree on this,
but I'm just saying we have so much bad luck that I think we curse ourselves with the song.
We're going to disagree on this one. How about we leave it at that?
Okay, fine. What's next?
We're going to disagree on this one. Let's leave the preview, which was supposed to be the review of the match, with something positive. Frederick's goal line stop.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, that was
beautiful.
Good.
Absolutely beautiful.
Roberto made a decent save as well, I remember.
I tell you, Roberto had a couple of good saves. I'll tell you what, I think the man did all right. I think defensively we played good. Declan Rice got screwed with a handball. It was a handball. It was a handball. I hate to say it was a handball, but I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. It wasn't intentional.
What are you supposed to do about that?
You can't do anything. If you're a defender in the league these days, you're supposed to play with your hands strapped behind your back and fall over all the time. That's what people want. It's just defending's defending, and that was not intentional, and it's a shame. I feel bad for him. I heard the interview with Mark Noble that was actually out on West Ham United's website. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it if I play it for you, mate.
Yeah, play it, because I haven't heard it.
Okay, let me get it up here. Because I think he really made more sense than anybody else on it. Let's have a look here.
Frustrating day for you where two big decisions don't go your way?
Yeah, I mean, the first half, the goalkeeper made two saves that he didn't know about, that on another day go in the back of the net from Seb and from a rebound from himself. Manu has a great chance, Felipe has another great chance, two of them. Maybe we should have gone up. Obviously Ryan clears one off the line for them, but when you score a goal like our goal, the way we moved it and passed it and then finally got the breakthrough, I think everything on the day went against us, to be honest. Everything, the goal, I don't think Dick knows anything about the handball, and then the offside decision, which is millimetres, so just disappointing.
It's even more frustrating when you probably scored one of the best goals seen at the stadium today.
Yeah, I mean, we had two or three really good moves in the first half where we didn't really play as well as we can do, but Palace are a good side. They come here, they sat behind the ball and made it difficult for us, and they got some good players. But we should have definitely scored in the first half with one or two chances that we had, but then we score a great goal, a really good goal, a proper football goal, and then we just get two massive decisions go against us. And sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes they go for you, sometimes they go against you, but today it seemed like everything went against us.
So there you go. At least he's putting a positive slant on it, and he's a brilliant captain. That's why Mark Noble is the captain, isn't it?
He's an absolute legend.
He really is.
I saw a stat. I mean, I probably should save this for the next segment, but I won't. I saw an amazing stat that I thought was incredible. West Ham have only had 17 managers in our history, and Mark Noble has played for 8 of them. How amazing is that?
I think it's like close to 400 Premier League starts he's had. If you count like, you know, all the league and everything, he's had over well over 400 matches for the team. And he's just seriously, mate. Seriously. I'm having a look right here. He's had 356 starts in the Premier League. Wow. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, 43 Premier League goals. I mean, the guy's he's just a godsend. And you know what I love more about him than anything else is the fact that he was a West Ham fan when he was growing up. And you can see that passion out there on the field. You really can.
Yeah, I really wish I'm sounding like England.
Yeah. You know what? He played well for the under-23s, didn't he, for England, for the juniors. But he never really got a chance for England. So
no. I think if Allardyce hadn't decided to, you know, drink pints of wine and be corrupt, I think if he was England manager for long enough, Nobes probably would have got a game. Yeah,
he would have been in there. So, but you know what's England's loss is our gain, because, I mean, look at the last player that played well for England and what happened to him. Poor bloody Dean Ashton.
Oh yeah, true.
So you know, at least we haven't had to worry about that, and I think he's been the cornerstone of West Ham. And we've never had to worry about him. And he's taken some stick over the years about, you know, his legs are gone, he's past it. And every single time, you know, there's a Twitter tirade about Mark Noble's past it. He comes out the next bloody match and he makes everyone eat their words.
True.
And you can see the effect he has on the other players on the club. I mean, look at the way he's affected Declan Rice. Did you see him last week against Bournemouth, like have a pop at the ref, like giving it some of that? And that's Mark Noble's influence. That's like, you know, he's grooming this kid to be the next captain of West Ham if we can hang on to him and we don't sell him for an absolute fortune.
And on the bright side, at least we're not supporting Man United or Tottenham.
True. Let's take a moment to have a laugh at Tottenham, shall we?
Yeah.
3-0 to Brighton.
And United lost to Newcastle. We were bottom of the league today.
Oh my God. Oh my God, let's all laugh at both of them.
Here's a good thing about Man United. They don't need to worry because Big Sam Allardyce is available. He'll be able to save them from relegation, I'm sure. I can expect a Christmas appointment. He'll probably bring in, like, you know, I don't know. He likes his big defenders. So I'm sure that he'll get Man United playing the Sam Allardyce way.
I bet he has Kevin Nolan as an assistant.
Well, he'll probably still play him. He could probably get into the United team.
He probably could, unfortunately. I do love laughing at it. It's funny. Whenever we have like a bad match, I look and go, at least we aren't Tottenham. At least we aren't United. So they're the gift that keeps on giving, both of them this season. The gift that keeps on giving. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, you know what it's time for now?
It's time for the old... Shenanigans.
James, what is it, James?
Oh, yeah. No,
you're still not here.
Right.
Okay, so I've got some funny social shenanigans. The first one I'm going to do. Here's my quick fire one that just made me laugh hard. The Hammers Polls did a poll saying, should West Ham sell Sanchez in January? And at KJohn010, he replied to it saying, I'd swap him for Keogh. He's the guy who was involved like in that crash, the drink driving crash, and he's been ruled out. He's been ruled out for 15 months. I was like, you know what? Yeah, me too. What's your one?
I've got a quick one, and it's actually from the Oklahoma Hammers. US Hammers on Twitter, and it's a picture actually of his groom cake. It says, "My groom cake for my wedding today, West Ham till I die." And his wife let him have a beautiful groom cake that was basically the West Ham United badge, and I just think that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh. So, I wanted to say that because my wife every year, my birthday is Christmas Day, and every year she gets me a birthday cake, and every year she does something West Ham. She's done like football pitches with West Ham players and with like little Subbuteo figures on it. God knows where they got those from here in the States. She was so upset last year because she gave them a specific design for my West Ham badge cake. and they came up with the wrong colour. It was more like a pukey blue than a proper West Ham blue. But I just think that's really good. It's brilliant, and it's an American hammer that's putting it out there. It shows you how West Ham is being accepted over here in the United States.
Nice.
So.
Well, my next one, and I think that this is the greatest thing I've read in a long time, and I kind of wanted to rip it off for myself, but I'm not. I'm going to give credit where it's due. So there's at Jack Gambardella, Jack himself. He posted this whole thread of tweets, which were 50 reasons why West Ham are West Ham.
Oh,
and
wow.
It is the absolute greatest thread I have ever seen in my life. And he finished it off by saying, "That's my club. What a club. When people ask you what's the West Ham way, this is the West Ham way." And so let me just give me a number between 1 and 50.
Let's say 3.
Okay, so number 3 is Marco Boogers.
Oh, wow.
With a name like that, we should have known he wasn't going to be a hero when he signed. He was sent off for a horror challenge on Gary Neville, and after 4 games, he fled back to Holland and never returned. Legend has it he went on to live in a caravan.
Yeah, went on to live in a caravan with...
Give me another number. 1 to 50.
Local mental institution. 21.
21. When West Ham fan Steve Davies slagged off Harry Redknapp's decision to play Lee Chapman in a friendly against Oxford, Redknapp invited him onto the pitch to play. And then he scored one of the goals in the win. Although, ironically enough, it was ruled offside. But
yeah, I remember seeing an interview with Harry Redknapp where he talked about that. Redknapp had some brilliant stories, didn't he?
Oh, and then, yeah, he did. And I'm going to just give you one more random one that I've seen. And these are all gold reasons about West Ham. It is such a genius thread. I don't know if he came up with all of these himself or found them somewhere else, but if he came up with them himself, the guy's a legend. So number 28, after relegation in 2011, Avram Grant was sacked in the tunnel after the final whistle. Grant was then told to find his own way home after the game, but Scott Parker fought to allow him to go back on the bus to travel back with the team.
Yeah, that's typical, right? You're crap. Find your own way home, mate.
They're so good. Like another one, Irons defender Callum Davenport was stabbed in the legs by his sister's boyfriend in 2009.
Yeah, I remember
It was
that.
reported he lost 50% of the blood from his body and had to go through emergency surgery. Believe it or not, this won't be the last entry on the list about a stabbing. Yeah. It's just so West Ham, all of the things. It's just, and it really is a hilariously true account of West Ham United.
You've got to repost that whole thread, mate, because I think that's something that all of our listeners should read on Twitter.
Yeah, it
sounds brilliant, and I want to read it as well.
The guy, genius guy. It's so good. That's mine.
I've got one here that takes us back to Mark Noble, and it's from the Sober Hammer.
Okay.
At Gil _the Trojan, and it basically says too good for England, and then it's he reposted an article about Mark Noble is the West Ham legend who could be the best player never to have played for England, and I just think it's part of the reasons why West Ham is West Ham as well, which follows on from what you just said. I mean, we take a player like this who's just is all guts and glory and really just knows how to put it out there on the pitch, 150%, and still he gets overlooked for England. We can't say it enough. He really is. He is a legend, and a number of people have said, he will be a legend like Billy Bonds. He's that same type of player. I would love to see a Mark Noble stand.
I think they should just rename that last stand after him already. Like, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I don't care that he's still playing. I mean, you know what? I don't care he's still playing. Let it happen.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% in agreement with that. He's done so much for this team. When you look at when we get new players that come from abroad, how he takes them under his wing and he shows them the ropes and he tells them where to go, and he tells them, what the history of the club is. He instills that history because he knows it, because he was a fan all those years. I just love the bloody man. I really do.
I met him once. Did I tell you that? I met him one time.
You've met everybody in West Ham. Whenever I see you go back to England, you have a picture with a West Ham player.
Well, I mean, that's not true. Like,
it is true.
Not tons, but Mark Noble, it was a bit different because you see, I used to work for Hull City Football Club. And so when I lived in Hull, Mark Noble actually was on loan at Hull. And true story, I met him after a game, and just, he was quite a shy guy. He didn't really talk much because at that time he was only young, probably 16, 17. And he literally would train with West Ham most of the week, drive up to Hull, do a couple of training sessions and play a game, then drive back to London. Like, he didn't even stay in Hull when he was on loan there, which is cool because that doesn't happen very often. Most people, if they're on loan, they're going to just, get a place there and stay there. But not Mark Noble. He's to West Ham.
Hammers Polls actually did something. We put a question out. It says, when Noble eventually retires from playing in 100 years, what would you love to see him doing? And overwhelmingly, 49% of the 4 choices were manage West Ham. I think his talents are definitely there in coaching because he knows how to inspire people. I'd love to see him stay on when he finally does hang up his boots and get his badges.
Yes, he's a legend, but if we were in the Championship, great. I'd love Mark Noble as a manager. But, the ambition of West Ham Football Club is to be a European club. And the reality is, I'd love him to be a coach. If he went to the lower leagues and worked his way up and eventually became our manager, amazing. But I think that too often as West Ham fans, we think too much in story time and not enough about what do we need to compete at a higher level.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and I think he's still got a couple of years in him.
Oh, definitely.
Playing for us.
Definitely. Well, I hope he's got a couple of years left in him because I don't see anybody that could replace him.
Sanchez?
If we were picking players on guitar skills and good hair, yeah. But
James,
other than that,
James, who do you think should replace him?
Yeah, come on, James.
James?
Oh, James. Is James there? Nah, he's not there.
Helpful.
He's not there.
Thanks, James.
I think he's still trying to figure out what shot he wants me to take. So
maybe. What a disgrace.
I don't know. Oh, it's terrible. It's disgusting. You know what? Maybe I should use this as an opportunity to introduce what we'll be doing every once in a while when James does take a break.
Oh, what's that?
We've got a couple of people, and somebody will be very happy about this. We've got Ken, who actually was in the background on one of the podcasts a few episodes ago, has volunteered that when James is not available, he will jump in. He's got a great heart.
I love.
We're just gonna have to edit him out quite a bit.
To be honest, it'll be funny just to, it'll be funny. Actually, it won't be funny because he'll literally hate me. Like I just think that he'll end up like not talking to me ever again.
Well, that should make for an interesting podcast in the future, I think.
For one episode, yeah, you're right.
One episode, we'll get one great episode. But the other one is Sarah, and Sarah, I tell you what, English girl, a 5th grade school teacher, and I tell you what, she knows her football. She really knows her football.
Here's my concern here. She's awesome. Can we be trusted? Because I don't want to end up getting into a lot of trouble by making a joke that's inappropriate and people are like, oh, you're not allowed to say that. And that's what I feel is going to happen.
If anyone's going to make the inappropriate jokes, it'll probably be Sarah.
But that's even worse because then I'll give it back and I'll make some comment, I don't know, about a kitchen or something. And
life's full of tough choices.
I'll end up getting into trouble and everyone will hate me and I'll end up,
yeah, that's
crying.
My plan. That's my plan, mate. So we did a lot of social shenanigans this week.
That's because there was a lot of good stuff out there.
There was.
People need to keep it coming. I mean, tag us. I love that people were doing that. Did we get to 500 followers yet?
As of 2:22 p.m. Texas time on Sunday, we have 499 followers.
Oh.
So I hope if you're listening to this right now on Wednesday and you see that we've still got 499 followers, go create an account and like us. So we can at least say we got to 500.
Oh, we're so close.
We're so close.
Who wants to be our special 500th?
We'll be actually able to announce who the 500th follower is.
I might just unfollow and then follow, so I'm the 500th follower.
You can't. Then we'll have 498, you plonker.
Well, yeah, and then I'll wait for 499, and then I'll be 500.
Good God.
Then I can get the credit. Can I win a prize?
You are such a cheat. Yeah, you win the prize of keeping your position on the show for another week.
Well, survive longer than James at least.
That's all you do. That's all you do.
I really like giving him abuse there when he can't say anything back. It's quite fun.
I miss him. I got to say, I miss the big lump. I miss him, swaying back and forth, standing up on his microphone.
Hey, y'all, I got some brisket for y'all. I'm a hangover cure.
Uh-huh.
That was my best James impression. Let me just try calling him and see if he picks up, because it'll be hilarious if he does. I don't think he'll pick up. But it will be so funny if he did. Come on, James. Let's give you some crap in real life.
Hello?
Oh, hey, James. How's it going? Are you asleep?
No.
What, you weren't
Are you
having
at
a nap?
work?
No, I was not having a nap. I was working.
Oh, are you at work right now?
Yes.
Oh, well, how's work going?
It's work on a Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, we're live currently on our podcast, and I was giving you a lot of crap, so I figured I would give you a chance to defend yourself. You were meant to have a maths debate, and you bottled it because you knew I was not only the king of predictions, but the king of the maths debate.
No, not at all.
Hey, ask him what my shot was.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Wayne wants to know what his shot is supposed to be.
You have to wait to find out.
What are we waiting for
I
Christmas?
guess 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Just tell James that there's a statute of limitations, and it was written into his contract that if he doesn't come up with a shot by the end of the first week, then I don't have to do it, and he has to do a shot.
Wayne said that if you don't come up with a shot before this next episode airs, you have to do it as well.
No.
And to be honest,
That's not the rules.
Okay, I tell you what, we're a democracy, it's only fair, so we will vote on this.
Okay.
I
have a shot picked out. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's
okay.
He doesn't have a shot picked out.
I don't believe he has a shot picked out either.
I don't think he has a shot picked out.
So much hate.
No, how dare you?
No, we love him.
We love you, and we've said nothing but really nice things on the show. But
You're such a liar, Adam.
Welcome back to the podcast. You're hired again.
Yeah.
Hang on, it has to be a majority that decides to rehire him, Adam. And I'm still in two minds unless he comes up with a shot.
All right, we've got one more thing for you, James. Do you have anything for social shenanigans?
Social shenanigans?
You know that segment that we have on the podcast that you usually do?
Well, social shenanigan. No, because there was too much negativity and people lost. I don't have any social shenanigans this week.
Okay, how about your prediction for our next game? What is our next game? I can't even remember.
I don't even know who we're playing.
Wayne, who do we play next?
It's Everton, mate.
Is it Everton?
Yeah.
While we've got you on the phone, James.
3-2. 3-2 West Ham.
I'm going to go 1-0 West Ham.
1-0.
Well, you can't say... Okay, James, we're going to go because this needs to be an argument.
Why did it say we can't say? We're going to have to argue about this. Tell James...
I love you, James. Stay
tell
positive.
James I love him
life.
too. And
Wayne
I'm
loves you as well. All right,
okay.
Bye. Okay, Wayne, you can't have 1-0. I already said 1-0.
Okay, 1-0. Everton.
To Everton. Okay, deal.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I think we're going to struggle against Everton.
I think you're going to struggle for listeners with that attitude.
I hate to say it. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, and I hope James is right. I get the feeling that I think we're going on a bit of a slide. I just get that feeling, and you can't knock a feeling. You have to go with your feelings. So I think 1-0 Everton.
All right, what's next?
So, since it's Mark Noble's episode, I think we should carry that on with our Pie and mash up. Pie and mash up. Pie and mash up. I know it's terrible, isn't it? It's awful. I mean, I can't believe that you've actually got that. We have asked 50 million people about the order that Mark Noble's song goes in, haven't we?
I've got a friend who's a season ticket holder that sings every song at every game. I wish I could get through to him.
And you can't get hold of him, can you?
No, I'm trying to ring him right now, but no luck at all. So he just won't pick up. I don't know what he's doing in England. Come on, Matt Belitis. Pick up your freaking phone.
Everyone's like sitting down watching telly. We're just going to have to go with he wears the claret and blue. He's West Ham through and through because you didn't even know yourself.
All right,
so you're ready to do this then properly for everybody with some gusto and with some positive energy, Mr. Frankel.
Okay, but Hammers Polls, we need you to do this to let us know. Okay, so Hammers Polls, set this up. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Wait. Sorry, what's the starting note?
Mark Noble.
La 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 la.
Talk about prima donnas. And if you don't think that Adam's a prima donna, you should look at the tweet that I sent out on Sunday with a video of Adam when he meets Minnie Mouse.
Oh yeah, because that's me.
Yeah, totally you, little girl. Mark no. Whoa. Mark no. Whoa. He wears the claret and blue. He's West Ham through and through.
Do you know what his song used to be when he first started playing?
24.
What?
24.
What's 20? I said, do you know what his song used to be?
Oh, I thought you said, do you know what his number used to be? You broke up there.
Oh, you muppet. His song used to be Mark Noble, whoa. Mark Noble, whoa, is only 17, is better than Roy Keane. That's what it was at the beginning when he first started.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. That's a nice bit of history.
Over the years, they've sort of changed what it says.
Well, it's because he's been with us for so long. Let's just remind everyone that if you want to hear a particular song or chant on Pie and Mashup, please do get in touch with us. Hit us up on one of the social media sites, and we'd love to be able to do one of those for you and show you exactly how it goes, even though we don't know what it is sometimes. Right, Adam?
Yeah, and next week we'll probably do, I'm thinking we'll do Felipe Anderson because, you know, another current player. I think it would be a good idea.
You know what? I tell you what, I've heard a lot of people doing is redoing the old. Actually, I won't go into that. We can talk about that next week.
All right. Cliffhanger. I like it.
Cliffhanger.
Gives me a reason to tune in next week. Actually, it won't be next week, though, will it?
But here's the good thing, Adam, is I'm working on something with somebody, and I don't know if it's going to come off or not. We might have a special episode next week. I can't promise it. So I would tell everybody, stay tuned to your Twitter, stay tuned to your Facebook and your Instagram. We may have a special episode with a special guest. I think we've had a pretty good episode without James.
Sorry, without who?
Without what's his name? The big fella with the beard.
No, don't know. Can't remember, mate.
I don't know who it is. You know what? I think we should put it to a vote, Adam. Do I have to do the shot now that he has gone 2 weeks without telling me what it is?
Of course you do, Wayne. There's no getting out of it. You're not getting out of the shot. But I think we should make him do it as well.
I think
let's put that on the polls.
On Hammer's polls.
Yes. We should.
Since James didn't come up with the shot within the allotted time frame, should James now have to do the shot with Wayne?
Yep, I agree. Let's put this on there. Put it on ours, and then we'll let the fans decide. And I tell you what, I will even say no, he doesn't, just because I'm that kind of a guy, and I think that everyone else will say otherwise. So then, you know, it's like in politics, you know, when you get those people who know that something's going to fail, and so they vote that way just so that they look good. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, no, he shouldn't have to do the shot, so I look good. But in reality, I think he probably will lose the vote. So
I just hope his shot's got tequila in it.
Oh, because it makes him happy.
There you go. Tequila!
Oh,
so be careful, James. I hope you're listening to this.
We need to put this as a poll like soon.
Yeah, we'll have to put it as a poll on Wednesday because that's when people are going to hear it, dingbat.
Yeah, true.
I feel like I'm time warping today. Let's remind everyone that you can find West Ham is Why We Drink on every podcasting platform that there is out there. Much.
Tell a friend.
Please tell a friend. And
then also tell a friend to stay positive and love their lives.
And stay positive and love my wife. I've got a very understanding wife. She's in the other room playing with my daughter right now so that I can do the podcast with you.
And if you haven't seen The Joker, go and see it, because Joaquin Phoenix, holy Maloney, that is the best acting performance I've seen in years.
I think he should have got an Oscar for the Johnny Cash movie. He was brilliant in that.
I didn't watch that because I don't.
It was a brilliant movie.
Cash.
I love Johnny Cash. I think it's probably one of the only country artists I do really enjoy.
The theme tune to The Penalty Shootout is the only country music I like.
Squeal like a pig, son. Can you squeal like a pig?
Okay.
Ning, 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 ning.
Yeah, it's class. It's a shame. Well, I look forward to another one of them next week as well, hopefully.
Seriously, yeah. And let's remind them that we've actually got a couple of minute changes to the penalty shot out that's going to make it even more interesting.
Ooh, yeah, I look forward to telling everyone about that. And then you reminded me because I can't remember.
So stay tuned. We're bumping it up a level.
Nice.
Bumping up a level with a little bit of like stitch ups within it. Yes, sir.
That's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
All right, mate. Well, I think that there's only one thing left for us to say at this point.
Really? What is that, Adam?
Stay positive. Love your life. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
But I think there's another thing we need to say, which is
cheers.
Bubbles in the air, they fly and so high. Like my dreams, they fade and die. Like always hiding. I looked everywhere. I forever like bubbles, putting bubbles in the air. I forever like bubbles, putting bubbles in the air. I forever bubbles, putting bubbles in the air. They fly and so high. Like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I looked everywhere. I forever bubbles, putting bubbles in the air. I forever bubbles, putting bubbles.